Alright, so we got the Carlton Bulldogs game here. The last game we played today, which we just came from, was what? It was Brisbane Essendon. It was actually a fun time. It was actually a good time. I'd love to think that that first player, the second player supremacy, we're able to get that balance, better. Let me bring this down here a little, tiny bit. Okay.
Saturday night football is upon.
All right, so let's get this started. I actually really liked that the last game was a night game, just for how I was feeling. So this one being a night game also works well right now. I'm just saying. Okay, right. I always forget. I always forget to have to get almost readjusted to a game where you're starting from the beginning. Especially when you just come right from playing the last one, you know? Coming in here, what you got? You got Mr. Motlop, the little kick. Oh, damn, he's caught there. Okay, he's being caught there. Oh, are they still going? No, they are still going. Right out there, you got Eddie Richards. Little kicks on. That is spoiled. Comes it in there. I was thinking about it. And I'm looking at these people, I'm like, oh, I hate that they get to run around. Even though they ain't even real people. I still hate seeing them getting to run around over here. It's because I kind of messed up my lower back a couple of days ago. Oh god, no. Playing on there was a dumb idea. I was ready to play on and thought that would be fine, but no. But yeah, I remember when I was able to I remember being able to do crunches of little crunches or whatever. It was I felt so good a couple of days doing them. I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be such a great idea. But no, not the greatest idea. I did too much. Kind of screwed up my lower back. Made it so that I haven't been able to do stuff. Haven't been able to do stuff, which I don't like that. I don't like that nowadays. Maybe a few years ago, I would have enjoyed having multiple days off from exercise. Me today, no, thank you. I need it. I'm missing it. You know? Coming in here.
Look at him go. Clever kick.
Okay, so what we got? We got Mr. Akers. We're gonna go that way.
What's he got on offer?
Go off here with the Jesse.
He's under close attention. That was almost handed to him. Williams.
Got Williams right there. Okay, we got behind the ball.
There was much prior opportunity there.
Is that gonna be good? No, that's not good. What am I doing this early game right here? Have I even had a single disposal be good? I don't know.
Clearly planned thoroughly to take away each other's strengths, and so far we've got a dourish.
Let's aim for one disposal at a time. There you go. To the player. Okay, never mind. We had one. The kick comes in. Is that gonna be good? It is. Go to very low. Alright. So if we are playing with the same mindset, with player one having ultimate superiority, it's because of how that's inbuilt into the game, then we should be expecting the Bulldogs to be able to win this game. Because that is who player one is set up as right now. Doherty. Okay, so there's no mark in there, but they'll get the ball. I think a handball would work.
Good vision there.
Both sides are
didn't.
each other out early.
Alright then. Let's see what we got.
The two big men do battle. Chera navigated the traffic.
Bring it down there.
Can he find Tony Modra would have been proud of that.
Okay, well that was okay. I thought he was by himself. I thought the dude was by himself. Who are you coming out with? You got Mr. Ray. Handball's on. You got it to Smith. Comes into the 50. Let's see what you can get in there. I mean, let's see what you got. Oh, no mark. A little bit surprising.
How will the umpire see this?
The kick comes on. You got. No, get rid of that. Oh no. Alright then. So Trelaw. The kick comes in. That no mark. You got the dude over. Okay, not to be. Okay, I'm literally just staring. At the TV, I got a Rubik's Cube that's right underneath that. I'm just staring at the being and it's reminding me, wasn't the Rubik's Cube world record just broken or something? Why is it 3 seconds? I'm sorry, but why is someone able to just look at a Rubik's Cube and just understand? Okay, just okay, done it. It can take me 3 seconds to work out how to turn it one little piece. Let alone do a whole damn thing. Come that way. Okay, we got the goal. We got the first goal of the game in there. Very good to see. I don't remember even looking up of how you meant to work it out. How you even meant to work it out, and I still couldn't do it. I still couldn't do it. Come rid of this. Go there. Are Carlton gonna get something here? It's gonna be a ball up. Alright then. Let's see what you got.
English palms it down.
Oh dang. Okay.
Great
Another ball up.
Technique there.
It is in. I don't even know which 50 this is in.
English
okay, it is with the Carlton one?
He ran into a brick wall.
It's in the Carlton one.
Desperate defense.
Get rid of that. Oh god, wrong controller. That's great.
You've got to be quicker than that.
I'm sorry, Tim. My bad. Oh. Well, this is ugly. Oh my god, Timmy English got it. There you go, baby.
Can run and carry.
Back with the English.
Thought his way through it.
Comes with Duray. Inside here. See what you got. It's in the 50 for Bulldogs. They get the crumb. That is yeah, that's I don't think that's the handball you want to do. I don't know.
Not sure who the target was.
Maybe there's some like hidden strats in there unaware of, but I'm pretty sure that isn't what you want to do. Come that way. Okay, so that's going to be a ball in. Yeah, ball in, yeah.
Gaz, what have you noticed down at ground?
I saw that the women's Ashes, the first one was done. It's still weird to me that they only have like one like proper like test match in there. I feel like they probably should have more. The Australian one, that's cool, I guess. It's strange. Usually when it comes to like national pride and stuff, I don't usually like feel it. But then whenever it comes to like sports, then it's like, yeah, Australia won. Let's go, Aussies. You know, it does pop up there. Okay, let's see what we got. Unless like I got something going on in the game that actually kind of would be required. What do you mean to? No. I'm not letting that be a thing. I'm not letting that. Nope. That's not. Nope. We're just gonna find a spot to give it. You know, if things happen here, then fine. Come that way. Okay, so if they can get a goal from here, it's fine. I'll leave it open. But that's gonna happen sometimes. Sometimes I'm gonna screw a team out of a goal just because I really didn't like the situation. That will happen at times. Come this way. But I do like immediately try and set it up to find a 50-50 position. So then if they sort of get it back, then it's kind of whatever. Oh, that's not a good handball. Oh well. Yeah, you would think with the amount I actually play this game, I'd actually learn how to properly play it, but no.
Well, and they've done that. They look in good nick.
De Koning wins it. Chera. It's no place.
Come that way. So who wants to come to get that? You bring it in there. You got. Can't move to Hewitt. Okay, so let's see what you got. That is over there. That is okay. You can get that. You can get that. There you go. The Carlton get a goal.
For persistence more than anything, and they needed it too.
The Blues have opened their account. The big men fly.
See what you got here. That is out here with the Bulldogs. That bring it into the left, maybe to the right.
In the middle.
No.
Can't afford to
go that way.
Back in the corridor. Akers. I don't think he meant to smother.
That's going to be with Koning. Might want to get rid of that.
He's set upon that sloppy play. Not sure who that was meant for, but it's been picked off.
Okay, but not out on the full.
Out of bounds on the full.
Lost his radar there.
Okay, so Eddie Richards brings it out. That's going to be coming. Same with Bulldogs. Handle options here. So let's keep going. Sure. More handballs. Put a kick in there. With the Bulldogs in there. Goes into the middle. Goes. Oh. Okay, they can get something here. They can get something. That actually looks pretty good. There you go. That's a goal there. That's a goal there for the Bulldogs. They get back their 9-point lead. They get their second for the game.
English with the tap. Chera turns it over in the middle. He's besieged. Williams.
Doggies coming in.
This might be a chance for the high fly.
See what you got. They got the mark in there. Who was that? Ugelhagen? Yeah, it was Ugelhagen. Okay, so he should be able to come back. He should be able to get this. Tomorrow Ugelhagen comes in, slots the goal, very nice. They get two quick ones in a row right there. Gives them a 15-point lead. Okay.
English got his palm to it.
Oh.
That hand pass was telegraphed.
Bring it out there. Come Mr. English.
This is promising.
Handball it in. Yes? No.
Bad error there. That's
okay.
a bruising.
Get rid of it.
Not a lot of space to work
Back with
with.
the doggies. Oh my god.
Chera gets in the way.
Okay, so we got a ball up
They're going
then.
nowhere, and we'll have a stoppage near the centre. English with a deft tap. Cripps.
Handball's on.
Pitnet. What can he do with it?
Nothing.
The umpire whistles for a ball
Okay,
up.
doesn't do anything with it.
English wins it down. The team physios will be working
Yeah,
overtime.
with the doggies.
He
Gets
breaks
rid of that one.
away and can
That's
pump
good.
it forward.
Aye.
Gives it
Okay.
everything.
I mean, is it gonna?
Sloppy
It's not
disposal,
deliberate.
and we'll have a throw
I mean,
in.
if this was just
Let's
if
look
this
down
if
there,
this was
Gary.
regular AFL, that would easily be insufficient attempt. But doesn't get called out that much in this game. I'm just saying, just kind of let you do whatever you want for the most part.
They appeal for a free kick, but we'll have a stoppage. English wins the tap.
Okay, can you get rid of that or not? Okay, you deserve holding the ball. You had plenty of opportunity to get rid of that one. Oh, that. Oh, wow! I was expecting that to be cut off. Okay, so that comes with Akers. Want to kick to the right? We're getting that towards. That's Doherty. Okay, handball's on. Not the greatest of handballs, but okay then.
That sloppy play, and it could come back.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Okay, that's. Oh wow, that's really.
Ball and they get their wish.
Okay, that's coming back apparently. Who you want to get that to? You want to get Doherty? You want to go there? Suddenly in my head, I got it on my mind of like, what are good, I don't know, sequels in movies? You know, like movie trilogies and series. And, like I'm actually struggling because usually, it's always like, oh, the first one's like the greatest. Then you make the sequel, and the sequel's like never as good. Never as good. Like, what's a sequel that like matches or like ups it? I think I was seeing something about like Home Alone. I could watch the Home Alone movies, and that potentially the Home Alone one actually potentially lives up. I'm not sure. I'm gonna say. Like I just had that pop in my head, but I had like no examples whatsoever come up. It was just an idea. Anyway, what have we got coming? So you got Liberatore. I think if we kick it over to the right, he should be able to get there. It should be the Bulldogs player getting towards it. It is Scott. And he kicks it down. That'll come towards Baker. If we bring the handball back here, and then you kick it down, it goes into the 50. There's 30 seconds left. Can they get the crumb? He will run it out. Okay, so 23 seconds. First quarter. There is an opportunity for the doggies here. Carlton probably not getting the score.
Punch clear.
Okay, so that
Cripps.
I'm gonna get rid of that.
Akers. Short pass. Looks good.
Handball over.
Shakes him
Swift. That is going to be the end of the first quarter there. So, Bulldogs will come in to the second with a 15-point lead.
Rest their players and maybe even tweak the game plan. Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
The Blues won plenty of ball in that first quarter. In fact, they're leading the clearance count, but they undid some of their good work with sloppy disposal.
With the doggies starting it off right. Oh my God! You didn't want to pick that ball. Okay.
Couldn't agree more, Gary.
Bring it back there. That doesn't really do a lot. Like let's okay then. A lot of sloppiness going on to start off. Love to see it. We love to see it. We don't need clean disposals. Who wants clean disposals?
Argument for a free kick there. English is giving him a bath.
That still is always weird.
Terrific.
You hear that? They're coming in. Oh, Mr. Hewitt.
Takes the
I think that's good.
Just needs to
Finish he does. Right then, nice kick by Georgie Hewitt there. Brings it back to a 9-point game.
Back in the middle. English has been dominant in the ruck.
Oh, get rid of that. Who you got? That's Cripps. Brings it out. Comes with Carlton again. That Georgie Hewitt. Dude, run onto it, man. Run onto that one.
Pressure. He doesn't waste many.
So who you want to bring it to? Go over there. Mr. English, handballs over the top.
Williams, they're building something dangerous here. That's not his best effort.
Off the side of the boot and out on the full.
Good-looking kick. Newman.
Oh my goodness. Okay then.
Hewitt, the pressure is fierce.
Oh, that was right. I did not register at all what was really happening. I knew it was a free kick. I just forgot which team was even getting it. So Ugle-Hagan comes in. Be able to get a goal potentially here. Gets a shot at it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So Ugle-Hagan comes in and he's missed.
back, but it's not going to.
All right then.
Those are the kinds of opportunities you really need to take.
Doherty comes out of there.
Doherty tasked with the kick in.
That is coming back.
He's run into trouble.
It's coming back there.
He'll work all
Let's see what you got.
Here's a chance
See,
to get
Holland.
forward.
You go over that way. Get rid of this one. Oh no. Never mind. Never mind there. All right then. And that's going to be. I love how I actually realized in my head, thinking about the expectations coming into these games, of how we're already almost always able to expect that whichever team is controlled by player one is likely to win. But if we just went with that mindset, our tipping rate would be incredible. It started making me think about my actual tipping rate of what I've been used to. Okay, go that way. Come with Libba. I'm gonna get the handball over that way. And how it's, I don't think I'm the worst. I'm definitely not the worst at tipping in AFL, but I remembered that pretty much because of streaming, I sort of just said tipping, screw you, I'm not even gonna bother doing it. But I do remember that last year, there was a round last year I had full all the tips right. I had it once, and it's because of where I was doing it with, which was with Sportsbet. It was with Sportsbet. It meant that all the people every week that has all their tips right share a prize or share a portion of money. It was 13 cents that I got. I come here with Johannesson. It was the one time I did it. It was when so many other people did it too. So you barely got anything for it. Come there. But it was free to enter and everything, so you're not losing anything from it, from that. So it's just winning stuff. So it's cool, come that way. It's if you have that mindset with it, then it's kind of cool. But yeah.
You can see their confidence.
See what you got this way. Go there.
It's a tough game.
That's with the Doggies. They got a 16-point lead right now. Hopefully Carlton can do a little bit of stuff.
In the right spot.
Bring it back a little bit. Oh dang. Okay.
No easy exit.
Let's go. Oh wow, holding the ball, really? I don't know about that one, but okay, goes to the square. Can you get that? No. Bring it up here. Comes with Liberatore. Okay, that's not what you preferably wanting. Okay, you can get that. Surely. Heads a go. Okay. So, brings it to 10 points. We have a close-ish game going on right now. We'll see if it continues that way. It's 8 scoring shots to 3. It's kind of why, but it's the fact that Carlton can kick straight at the moment is why it's close. So if the game keeps playing out the way it is, Carlton will have to keep kicking straight, which isn't exactly easy. But I still think Bulldogs definitely have the upper hand in terms of winning this game. And that's going to be a goal. Is it? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so pushes it back to 16. Carlton put in some effort. Bulldogs come right back down. They get the goal. Push it right back out. And then they come down here. It's Bailey Williams. Oh, that one's missed. That one's offline. Comes to Dockley. Kick it out there.
Aggressive with the kick in. Silvani just had to get it out.
That's with Baker. Nope.
Caught. Dropped it like a hot potato.
Don't know what that is. Not the greatest of kicks.
They'll bide their time. Smith.
So Bailey Smith, bring it into the middle. See what that happens.
Better of the contest to this point.
That's with Williams. He brings it over. What you got inside? Okay, so the handball over to Lob. That produces a point, I think. Yeah, just a point.
One behind only.
The Blues aren't going well, but the damage could have been much worse.
This way. You got Akers to the over the top. I thought you would just have a little kick. It's a little chip over. Coming with Johannesson, and that goes. Oh, that's definitely an animation. Bailey Smith, he can go for goal. That is looking good. Yeah. Okay. Holy crap! Wow. So by the time the Carlton had got their last goal, it had put it at just 10-point game. Then Bulldogs came in, got another. Bulldogs have just come in since then and just started dominating. Used the right controller, bring the handball back here. That's with Baker. We get the kick. That's with Vandermeer. Okay.
They've given it back.
Bring it that way. Who you got? That's coming with Pittanet. He breaks the tackle. That's good to see. Like to see that. Okay, but that's coming. That's coming back into the Bulldogs 50. That's going to be a mark for Ugelhagen. Okay, cool.
The Dogs have certainly looked a better side. That'll be hard to catch.
So let's see what he can get. So if he gets the goal, it'll push it back out. It'll push it out to 30. It'll be the biggest lead. I think this already is the biggest lead they've had. Oh, definitely is. It's definitely a score-saving mark. I'm gonna get that. Whoa, never mind. See what you got. Bring handball.
It's a desperate tackle.
Okay, it'll be a ball up.
The defenders will need to be on guard. The two big men do battle. Smith is a
coming this way.
beast. That's
Don't go over there.
Has eyes
Carlton.
for the footy. Daniel absorbs the pressure.
Now you want to go with Cripps. Now, oh god, wrong controller. The kick was definitely on there. I think that, what was that? Was that Libba? I think it might have been. Bring it all the way over to the right. That's with Eddie Richards. He's got someone on. I think that's probably Dale. It's Baker. And he's got a little kick on. That comes to Scott. Handballs to Baker.
Kicks to half forward. Good thinking and good
over the Vandermeer. So he goes into the 50.
Into the pocket he goes.
Pack is there. Comes with Waitman.
Kicking at his first.
Okay, so Cody Waitman comes back. Should be able to get it. He does. So that, yes, let's give him 3 goals in a row. It pushes it out 5 goals. 5 minutes left in the second quarter right now. Hopefully Carlton can do something about this. But if not, then it'll become a very big margin very quickly, and that's going to be Bailey Williams. He gets the opportunity, and he doesn't take it. He doesn't make the most of it.
Probably be looking even uglier.
Yeah.
Doherty to bring it back in. Smith.
That's going to be a ball up, I think. Yeah.
Not to give up a goal. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. English got his palm to it.
Wow.
Aaron hand pass.
Okay, so Mr. Lobb comes with Carlton right there. Who you want to get that to? That is DeRay. And okay, it's just a mark of Carlton. Where do we want to go? I think left. Okay, that's looking okay. That is a good kick. Yeah, kick it down there. Get some territory. Whoa! Okay. Okay, so we have 3.5 minutes now to go. Alright then.
English showing his skills.
That comes with Kennedy.
Cripps. He stopped
okay.
Bontempelli.
Akers, get the kick down there. That works well. Mark the ball, dude. Mark the ball. Yeah. Get rid of that. Kennedy. Who you want to get that to? That's with a Bulldogs player. Comes with. I'm not going to keep it in. He does keep it in. Gets it out. Good to see. It stays with Bulldogs. That's with Liberatore.
The Dogs are red hot at the moment.
Johannesson.
The Blues can't win.
That one's with English. The chip is on here. That comes. Okay, that is a spoil. Comes over with Love. It gets rid of that. Carlton. Bullock should be able to
might be caught out on the turnover. Almost
come this way. Go with Kennedy. Mr. Hewitt. Okay, so that's going to be Cripps. Let's see what we got. Did I think about the thing that we talked about yesterday? To go over my head. I'm guessing you're talking about did I decide to go and read the Bible? No. I actually saw that little comment like right at the end, like as I tried to hit streaming. It came out after that. It's like the delay in terms of the comments. I didn't go do that. I'm still not going to be going to look to read the Bible. Come this way. I just have other interests. I just have other things that are currently more interesting for me. Go this way.
In the center square, he'll be sore in the morning. This
go with that.
Pressure footy. Akers is released by the handball. Hewitt.
Come with that. We've got 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. And let's see what you got.
Fisher with an
Can you get that?
Looking to pull one back.
I think you got it.
Exactly
Okay, cool.
Well played.
They've been very accurate. They've needed to be in order to stay in this match.
It's an understatement.
So we're coming up to the end of the second quarter right here.
Good tackle.
Okay, so that's going to be half time. All right then. What do I mean? Like ever? Like, am I ever going to read it? Like, I don't know. Maybe like I can't know. I know that I'm not going to be looking to go buy it today. I don't have plans for this week, but who knows? Maybe one time might be like, you know what? Let me go look at religious stuff and let me just like go get a full. It's like asking, am I going to go read a book?
He's run into trouble.
Because that's what the Bible is. It's a book. Coming this way.
I've liked his game.
Okay, so that's going to be Doherty.
Says thank you very much.
And it's not like I very often go and buy and read a book. Actually, thinking of like the last book I would have gotten, I think it would have been years ago, but I remember I got like books that was been like, I think there was one called Emotional Intelligence, and like reading stuff on emotional intelligence. I remember there was a second one, but I don't even remember what it was called. But it would have been within the same realm of that. But it's
takes an excellent grab.
Okay, it comes with Richards. Okay, but if there was like a Bible audiobook, then maybe. But I'm definitely not in the space. I'm definitely not going to be looking to do that soon. Come with that. I think if I was looking at religious content, like taking that in, I imagine it would just be looking. I actually think what it would be is me going towards YouTube channel Let's Talk Religion. I'd probably just listen to that dude talk about Christianity stuff or other stuff with religion if I felt myself interested in the moment. That's what it would be. Come there. I have like a certain amount of trust in him in terms of what he's talking about. Come this way. So that's probably where I'd be going. Like get some stuff. Go that way.
The Blues having a purple patch. Akers puts his teammate under the pump. Fisher.
So are they really going to just come in and get 6 goals straight? Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. We were talking about this, I think at some point in the second quarter, about if Carlton are going to stay in this game with how things were looking, they were just going to have to keep kicking straight, which is apparently what they're doing, but not. I mean, it's always a great strategy, just keep kicking goals. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to like work out for him forever.
English had his measure today. How will the umpire see this? Hewitt.
See what you got there.
In the right spot
okay.
At the right time.
So it comes out there.
He might have done better. Walsh had to get it out.
See, we got Mr. English. Handball goes over there. That's coming back with Carlton. So Carlton just want to just keep kicking goals. Nice little strategy. Just keep kicking goals.
Has found some space.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet.
Okay, so Jack Martin comes in. Can he get another one? That comes. Oh, there we go. There's their first miss.
That's an opportunity gone begging.
What just happened? They just gave him 2 points.
That was one he was expected to convert.
Yeah, that does happen at times. That does happen at times. Where
here's a big chance
where for some reason sometimes when it just like hits the post, it doesn't stop the play for some reason, but it actually registers the point.
It's no place for the faint-hearted.
Come in here with Mr. Keith.
Keith should be able to get them out of trouble.
How to get rid of that?
Does Afterlife scare me? I haven't read the rest of that message, but I don't really have like much of a concept on Afterlife, so I guess like does it? I don't have like a concept too much of what that would be.
He's been kicking very well.
So I guess not really.
Aggressive
with
the kick in.
I'm coming this way.
Conservative ball
okay, come this way. Yeah, because you're saying what? Do I think am I confident in myself that things will turn out in my favor? I mean, the idea of like things will turn out in my favor in regards to like Afterlife would mean I'd have to believe that there is absolutely like a physical place probably that I would be going to. If it's not like a physical place and it's just based on history in terms of what people's perception of me is, I can't have any control on that because that can change over time between like 5 months after I died, 5 years after I died, 20 years after I died, depending on how memorable I was to people. Chances are it wouldn't be fairy, but like in terms of that, if in terms of Afterlife perception of me, I don't think that's something any of us we don't really have any control on that. Up this way. So that's kind of, at the moment, not really important to me, that part. What, am I confident things will turn out in my favour? Not just speaking on religious standards, right. And especially even in terms of religious standards, there are definitely different types of religious standards. And the idea of afterlife I don't know that it necessarily has to tie into how much belief you have in God. In terms of what you think that God would be, I do think, I'm just trying to think, is there a possibility where it would be logically consistent for a person to be able to believe in a potential afterlife for people that would be going to, that wouldn't have anything to do with, that wouldn't have much to do with a God? I'm actually not sure. Come this way with the Jones. Although I guess it could if you were someone that was full-on atheist, because you'd be like, oh well, we're here, so it's maybe you could just for some reason have a belief you'd go somewhere else potentially. Go that way. No, but I did actually do remember thinking a bit of what we were talking about, especially the part where you were mentioning. I remember of there was the question of would God his or their creation, and there was something in that realm, which I remember. There was a point in there I was going to have somewhere, but
gets his kick despite the heat. Dale didn't
come
need
this
to be
way.
Twice. Doesn't often waste it.
Oh damn!
And manages to hold
But yeah, I don't know if my idea in terms of the afterlife has anything to do with confidence in myself. Today, I just
might go for a run.
I don't know if it's something for me to care all that much about at the moment. Come this way with Owies.
They look a different team.
Because the only thing I think I could only really do, or anyone else can do, is act in a way that we personally feel is right. And we act in ways today, and the people surrounding us have ideas on whether or not they think that's good or bad. And I don't think. Okay, come in here with Jones. I don't think you could.
Delivers it inside 50. Newman wins the contest.
What's the wording?
Can relieve the pressure.
I don't think you can act in a way that you can guarantee that a God or whoever's running an afterlife place called heaven is going to automatically want to let you in. It's going to automatically want to let you in. There's you can do all the things you want, and then they say, you know what? Actually, you actually weren't good enough. This is actually just for real VIPs. What do we got?
Poor hand pass there, and we've got a throw in.
You feel like senior year in school is a test to see if you make it to the next level. Well, then I definitely failed because I wasn't at a senior year in school. I wasn't even close. Come this way. Go there. But I do think go there. I think this is an interesting thing, especially in terms of if you were to tie it into religious as well, is when were schools created? What came first? Christianity or elementary school? What actually came first? I don't know the answer, but I think that's interesting. Come this way. Go with English, and that comes with Young there. Christianity isn't even the first religion. No.
And they're away.
Because it came after Judaism.
Jones wins it back. That's
I know that for a second. I know that because Jesus was a Jew. Come this way. What you got there? Oh, get rid of that, please. Oh, that's coming down there. Okay, so what we're at a 16-point game. We're almost at the end of the third quarter. I feel like that's how life is.
He's off.
Oh, right. That was already the thing that you were... Right. You already put that down. Right.
Kicks inside the forward 50.
Coming with Carlton here. Let's see what we got. Coming with the wall. I think a kick out to the left would work. Okay, no, it won't. It needs to be much smaller than that.
Kicking there out on the full.
Can he find a teammate? Liberatore, crunching tackle, lays it off. Jones.
Mr. Jones.
Under pressure. They've opened them up here. He's normally good on his non-preferred.
That
Newman
comes.
with a terrific mark deep in defence. The Blues
The idea of, like,
to start something,
will definitely
and they
come
see
back.
it out.
Will definitely change over time. You believe since the beginning of time there had to be a form of school, right? Yeah, I mean, in terms of like the idea of school, it's just simply you go talk to another person and then they like tell you things and then you're like, those are stuff, and they like teach you, and it's like, okay, that's school, I guess. Like that's kind of just what education is. It's like you talk to one person and then they're like kind of telling you stuff on a subject. You learn more on that subject. Okay, well done. You've got schooled. You just got schooled. Like it would just be like that's pretty much as simple as that way. Okay, come with Mr. Motlop.
Maybe he could have gone himself. Richards wins it back.
Coming with Eddie Richards. Bring it down there. You're gonna have Artie Jones. So that comes into the middle. See, I'm not even 100% confident that Arthur Jones is that people actually call him Artie Jones. That's kind of what I've been calling him. I think people do call him that. I'm not even fully remember. But yeah. Let's see what we got here. Coming with the liver. So that's all with Carlton. Get the kick in there.
He's run into trouble. Dale.
You want to get Dale.
McRae, well played. His vision was excellent. Can they find a late goal?
Okay, so we go this way with Bulldogs.
Dishes it off.
And then you want to go with Quantum Pelly.
This is travelling close to the behind post.
So I actually put an interesting idea. So I left school very, very early.
They've got time to put the
like year 7 early, like 12 years old early.
They can smell
but I would actually consider myself, in a way, actually quite educated. Maybe not in a traditional sense, but in that I've, over time, seen a lot on YouTube in terms of I've listened to a lot of audiobooks that would be in the realm of psychology. How much would you be able to? Would I be able to survive stranded in the jungle? No, but that's not something that like going to a regular school is going to teach me. Although that's kind of a completely different subject. That's a bit of a different subject. It's not like I've gone to jungle school.
The Dogs might be aiming for a
maybe the fact that I've watched a lot of Survivor might help me slightly. Might actually give me a little bit of something that I might be able to have going for me. Coming this way. Go like, I mean, if you watch as much Survivor as I have, you have picked up something surely. Build shelter, make fire. If you find water, I don't boil it. Boil water. That's a good idea.
Put himself in the line of fire. Hollins, he's suddenly a popular man.
Lots to analyse, Gaz. What stands out?
The Blues aren't getting much value out of their clearance dominance.
Come this way. Give it you want. Yep. But yeah, definitely the idea that you were putting forward of like senior school on a
English. It's a tough game. He ran into a brick wall.
Wait, hold on.
Dale, sweeping handball.
Okay, got it. So do I not think I'd be able to survive? It depends on like how long. Like, would I survive 24 hours? Sure, but like, how long am I meant to be surviving to be able to say that I am surviving in a jungle? Like, am I meant to be there for like 2 years? Come this way? Or do I think I wouldn't be able, like a year? Oh.
Scott runs onto it.
I feel like, I mean, it depends what's in the jungle. I mean, there would be animals and all this other stuff. I feel like there's a decent chance that I'd actually die. The reason I say that, if I'm like there for a year and it's like just me alone and I don't really have a lot going on for me, I have to be able to, especially like it also depends on what the weather is, because at some point you would imagine that it would actually start raining, which would make your ability to keep a fire going, would make it harder. I don't know what I'd have in terms of being able to cover myself in clothing that would keep me warm. I don't know if I'd be able to go out and be able to get the food that I would need to be able to keep me going. For how long that would be happening, I'm not sure. There could be like a wild animal that comes by and I can't fight it and it just gets me and then I'm gone. There's a good chance that if I find myself having to like, I'm like, oh my god, all this food sources around me are kind of gone and I have to like go out and find something, whether that's maybe there's an ocean like where it's like you're trying to fish or something to try and get something. There's a decent chance that I wouldn't be good enough to be able to do it, that maybe an animal comes by, just takes me out.
Can he hit a target? Hewitt fumbles it. Trying to paddle it to advantage. Chera, Pitnet, Akers.
Like, it would depend on circumstances. I don't know what the circumstances are for me. Just a blanket, would I survive? It's like, I don't know what's in it. What's in that jungle? Like, maybe that jungle, for some reason, was previously inhabited by people that just left such a bunch of really cool stuff. It made things so much easier for me. Come this way.
The Dogs looking dangerous. Heads for the pocket. Newman with the big fist.
Okay, so you want to get... Oh, damn, that's going to be off there.
Lost his radar there.
The clock is the enemy now. McRae got a fist in.
Let's see with the doggies.
Uses
Okay,
the non-preferred.
I kind of forgot we were already in the last quarter. Okay.
On center wing.
That's with Carlton. Let's see what they got here. They get a handball on there. They get the cunning. Comes over with Ollie's. Nope. Doesn't get that. That's with Carlton here.
He's besieged.
And now we're with the doggies. So let's see who they can get. They can get Oscar Baker. That comes in. That's a miss. That is not a score at all, actually. Alright then. So Carlton bring it back. They it's a free goal margin. So we'll see. Bailey Smith in there. You got Johannesson. He misses.
It'll have to wait. He's missed.
He's missed a couple now. Might just bring a few doubts into his head.
Goes towards
I think for the fact that where's like I'm still around today where I am, there's still like enough of a survival instinct. Say, hey, just keep going, you know? Why do I lack so much confidence in myself? I'm over here saying that I think there's a good chance that if I'm building a shelter, like, who knows what happens? Maybe I tear my tricep building a shelter. Maybe something could happen. I don't know. It's like, I'm just saying that I think there's a very good chance that an injury could come up that makes my abilities to be able to do stuff, makes it much harder. Maybe a disease comes up that, hey, I can't just go to a doctor and then I have a disease that makes things even harder. I think there's a lot of things to happen to say that I've never been in the environment like that, and that there's a very good chance that I wouldn't be able to know enough to just keep myself going in there. Go this way. See what you got with Kerno. And at the same time, like, we do just kind of have to adapt to the situations that we're in. That's ultimately what we always do. So put into that situation, suddenly then I'm looking at it and saying, what can I do here? Like, am I looking at that situation and saying, hey, I'm just going to keep going and do what I've got? Like, there's a good chance that even if I don't like it, I think probability-wise, I probably would try and find some sort of way to do stuff, but I don't know.
Liberatore, an ill-directed hand pass. Bad error there. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine.
Do I think I'd make it on Naked and Afraid?
You don't often see that. De Koning.
I've never watched the show, actually. I've actually never watched the show. And my immediate thought was, well, I'm never doing that. But would I actually make it on it? Well, on that, you have another person with you. So it makes it a bit easier. Come that way. You go with Scott. Okay, then. I also imagine that people who go on, like, Naked and Afraid, their ideas, I mean, they always got camera crew with them, so there's actually much more than just themselves. Like, when you said, would I be able to make it on an island, I was trying to take the idea of a camera crew not being there. I was trying to say, if you don't have a camera crew or some sort of, like, any sort of production set up for you, if you're just there by yourself. That's sort of how I was answering the question. Come this way. But I do imagine that even people, like, on a Naked and Afraid, because their circumstances, like, you get used to your circumstances, and you see it on, like, a Survivor as well, where people go into the environment they're in that moment. So maybe the way that they act and the way that they view environment and how to act in situations now, it becomes a bit altered because they're trying to live within the environment that they are now set up and have gotten used to being in. You meant like with a production, or you meant by myself? Like with production or without production?
They've worked it well.
Come this way.
Gets in the way. Liberatore, so influential
Missed the
today.
Bulldogs.
Looking for 2 in a row. Waitman
Okay, so that's going to be with Waitman. The man's on lead.
Who's at home?
And that's with Norton.
It's like a magnet in that forward line.
This deserves a goal.
Without? Yeah, without. I mean, I think anyone without is going to spend... Their chances of survival is going to be a lot less. Just because, you know, you have less things to rely on in that situation. Oh god, I forgot this dude takes forever.
That's not going to come back. It wasn't his best effort.
Some good work to create that shot on goal, but unfortunately...
Okay, so we go with Sard.
Saad, tasked with the kick in. Baker, Liberatore, crunching tackle, lob.
I'm going to have Scott there.
Only a behind. Away he goes. Doherty, tasked with the kick in. Wiedering has a vice-like grip. The Dogs have denied them the corridor. Who's front and centre?
If me and a girl were the last two on Earth, and you need to repopulate...
This ought to end in a goal. Kicking
well,
first. Time for the
who says you need to repopulate? Like, you don't have to, if you don't want to. You could just say, eh. Like, that's even before going, what does the girl in that situation want? Like, I might be in that situation and say, I just don't feel like doing this and continuing the human race. You know what? Humans had a good run. We're done for. Like, there's no guarantee that you have to go and repopulate. There's always the choice to just not do that. But the girl wasn't interested. Would I force her? I mean, that's a very specific situation in terms of how things. So I'm just trying to play that out in my head. What would I be thinking? So in that situation, if it was me and just a girl, we were the only ones left, and she didn't want to repopulate, would I? How much would I care about repopulating? I don't know. I don't know right now. Like, if I was forced to, and like, if I was forced to and she wasn't interested, I'm just trying to think of like how in that situation would I be forced to? Because the lining of the question, if I have a compulsion in my mind that's saying that I'm being forced to do something, then I'm going to act in a way that's based on that without and not taking into account all that much based on what the other person wants. Because I'm just trying to take the line of questioning. Come this way. Because what am I being forced by? Come this way.
Now it's someone else's problem.
Just figuratively speaking, not necessarily logically.
You can see their confidence growing.
I feel like that comment there has me a bit confused. I definitely feel confusion in my head. So McRae, can you get this goal in here?
That's an ugly kick. It'll be lucky to score.
Seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there, and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Saad brings it back in. Turnover. That could be a painful mistake. Can they get another
Come in this way.
Doherty takes an excellent grab. Some indirect ball movement here. The Dogs have all
Come this way. So DeRay, like, the question does confuse me a bit in that the idea of me being forced. It's like I don't understand what exactly that's meant to mean, because I don't see why I'd be forced to repopulate. Because the idea of me being forced to repopulate would mean that there would be some other being telling me, hey, you have to repopulate, and it's like an actual thing that I literally would have no ability to control over.
He's having a good match, but his kicking at goal is really letting him down.
Goes long from the kick in. Pollins knew the tackle was coming. Ball up. Final siren not far away.
Okay, so we've got what? We got like 30 seconds left now. Bulldogs were kind of like the dominant team throughout this whole time. Carlton were trying to keep themselves in it by just kicking straight forever, but eventually that was not going to work. That was not going to work out forever for them. And the game comes right here. So we'll have a look at the final stats a little bit, see what they look like. So goals-wise, it was Ugle Hagen at the top there. Okay, he had 3 goals. Oh damn, we had Blake Acres with 53. Holy crap. Okay then. See the marks. See Bulldogs players at the top of the marks there. So it is the Western Bulldogs who get the victory here. They had 3 goals through Ugle-Hagan. It was Tom Liberatore leading the way for the Bulldogs with 41 touches. And they get the win over Carlton, 87-51, a 36-point victory.